Thokozani, ke otata. Khosatsana ya barakile. I'm coming to you with another energy focus for the week. Please remember to set your intentions for the reading. Clear your minds and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The first card for today is the Death card. Death is from the Major Arcana suit. Major Arcana suit is about your life changes, like your major life changes. This card is the, I think, 13th card in the suit, and 13 represents transition, major changes, and stuff like that. Death is basically one of the most feared cards in the tarot deck, and it's very, very misunderstood. Maybe many people take the meaning of it literally in the name, you know, because it's death, the name is death. So people just assume that it means that in literal form. The real meaning within the Death card is one of the most positive in the whole deck. That's my opinion. It's the most positive one in the whole deck. It signals major phases in your life that are ending and new ones that are about to begin. When you see this card like we are seeing it today, it basically beckons you to close the door that needs to be closed so that you can be able to open the new one and transition to your next level, you know. All you need to do is basically close the new door, the old door, by leaving your past where it belongs, which is behind you, and allowing your focus to be on what comes next. You know, that's basically what this card begins us to. This is what this card urges us to do, you know. Close old chapters so that new ones can unfold, so that you can basically be born, like your new self can be born. The old self needs to basically die for the new version of you to be born. So it's a rebirth. It's a rebirth kind of week. The second card is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is from your Wands suit. It's associated with the element of fire. It represents passion, inspiration, and willpower. The king basically represents pure energy. He's the type of king that doesn't focus on just pure creativity, but is that type of king that will come up with an idea, a great idea, and see it to implementation. You know, he will implement it. He's a natural problem solver. This card as an obstacle is a warning to us in that we could be faced with a situation which requires us to take lead. Basically, we will find ourselves in a situation where we are not just going to come up with a plan. If your normal role is coming up with a plan, if it means you need to get your hands dirty and get involved in the implementation, please do that, because the energy allows you. That's how you're going to solve your obstacles for the week. You need to basically draw on this card's energy of pure creativity, this card's energy of leadership, this card's energy of being able to excel in problem solving. So draw on those skills to be able to overcome anything that you might find as a challenge in this coming week. The final card, oh, this is a very weird reading, guys. I don't know, it's very weird, it's feeling very weird. The final card is the Seven of Swords. The sword suit is about intelligence, logic, truth, communication, amongst others. Swords are associated with the element of air, and this card is basically about betrayal and deception. It's in two folds, just like the swords are, you know, swords are double-edged. So it's either you or someone in your life is having difficulty with getting away with something. Someone in your life or yourself might be, you might have found yourself in a situation where you had to do something sneaky, and now you are going to have a problem with getting away with it, you know, or someone in your life is having a difficulty in hiding something that is sneaky that they're doing. So this card as an opportunity is that as an opportunity, it's basically telling you to be cautious of manipulative individuals, and if there's a week where you need to trust your gut feeling, trust that inner voice, trust your instinct, this is that week. You know, do not push anything as a coincidence or something like that. You know, trust your instinct. Watch out for manipulation from other individuals. Then if you are the one that's being sneaky, you need to assess if continuing with this deception will really solve the problem, the bigger problem at hand that caused you to be sneaky in the first place. You know, examine your actions and motives, and just be honest with the outcome. You know, you coming clean might be an opportunity to basically set the record straight. Yes, you did whatever that you did, but coming clean, you know, the truth will always set you free. Yeah. Tying it back together, watch out for deception, or decide whether you want to be honest or you want to exacerbate the problem. You want to make it bigger. You want to make the problem bigger by continuing with the deception if you are the one being deceptive. And that will require you to, how do we tie this back together in one to make it make sense? Trust your instincts, because your instincts would allow you to be able to pick up if somebody's trying to manipulate you or not. Even if this means you need to get your hands dirty and implement the project on your own. Do that so that you are able to get to a state where you achieve the major change that the energy is giving you, as that the energy of the week is presenting us with. You know, you are going to have a major life change, a major transition where maybe you need to let go of behavior that's unhealthy, that's not for you. You need to close a door that has run its course and be able to usher in the new version of yourself, be able to usher in the new chapter. But for you to get to this state, you need to trust your instincts, get your hands dirty if you must, so that you can reach the ultimate goal of this week, which is this major life change. Oof. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful week. May it be exactly what you require. So,